Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's the Ranger here bringing you guys another video. I figured I'd do another numismatic video for you guys. I have a bag of, it says old American coins. This was gifted to me probably a year ago and I forgot about it and I just rediscovered it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta look through these. I don't know what's in here. I see is that a real piece? I don't know if that's real or not. I sure hope so. But I don't remember who gave it to me. I legitimately don't remember much about this bag. But we're gonna look through it today, see what's in there. Before I show you guys this, I pulled some coins out of the cash register at work. Here's a 39 nickel. Obviously I traded my own nickels in for these and the manager let me do it. This wasn't too special. I'm like, okay, 39 nickel, no big deal. And I'm looking in the same batch of nickels and this is amazing. This is something spectacular to find in the wild, like just in pocket change. This is a first year Jefferson, 1938. Unfortunately it doesn't have a mint mark, but this has got to be an MS60. Now that I see it, it's got some spots on it, but it's really not noticeable. This is such a beautiful coin. Just look at the glare there. That's gorgeous. Like, I can't even believe I found that. Anyway, first year Jefferson and a second year Jefferson, both in the same batch. I just had to show that to you guys. This was the other day. Now let's see what's in these old American coins. I want to see if that piece dollar is a real piece dollar. Oh yeah, that's a legit piece dollar. They like to make counterfeits of these silver dollars. It's a 23. Might have been cleaned at some point. This is going to be a San Francisco mint. Very cool, little bit of a weak strike, but just a common piece dollar. I don't think there's anything too spectacular about this particular year and mint mark. But that's really awesome that we got a silver dollar in there. This is going to be a great little batch of coins. What do we got? A bicentennial. All right. And this is Philadelphia mint. Gotta love these bicentennial half dollars. Nothing special about that one though. We got a steel cent in here. That's pretty cool. Little 43 steel cent. If you guys don't know, in the war, World War II, 1943 got pretty bad, so they had to use the copper for bullets. So they made the coins, the pennies in particular, out of steel, and this one has a lot of detail still on it. It's not in great shape, but it's got some details. All right, we got a Merc 1942. Not too shabby. That's the dime they made before the Roosevelt dime. Here's a nice bicentennial quarter. It's in nice shape, better shape than usual. Usually these are just, you can just spend these, but this one's in nice shape, so I like it. We got a Buffy, look at that. Got a Buffalo nickel. We'll have a date, 1927. The dates really like to wear off of these because how high the date is. Got an Indian head, love my Indian heads. This one might be an older one. 1882, not bad at all. And if you get into the 1870s, that's when you start getting some rare coins. All right, I just picked up an 1879 the other day. Actually, I'll have to show you guys that haul in the next video. It's a good idea. Got another bicentennial half. Same exact one as the other one. Another Merc. It's a 41. Not too shabby. Got a little scratch on the back, but that's all right. Beautiful. Let's see here. Got an Ike. Eisenhower dollar, 71 Denver. Pretty cool. Not the best looking coins in my opinion, but they don't make them anymore, so they're definitely unique. The last of the large dollar coins they gave out, or minted rather. Here's another Merc. Looks like this is going to be a 40s one as well. It's a 42. A little gunk on it. That's all right. Not going to complain about silver, am I right? There's a Kennedy. That's a 71, so this is just a clad one. First year of the clad Kennedys. This is nothing special. This is pocket change. However, I'm just going to end up keeping it. Half dollars are pretty hard to come by. Oh my gosh. We got Morgans. Holy cow. You know, I'm just going to go right to these. 1896 Philadelphia. I really haven't brushed up on my coins. I don't know what the key dates are. I think the 93 is a key date. This is a 96, obviously not in great shape, but a little bit of toning there. Really not bad. Can't complain about a silver dollar, guys. And this is a 79. They had different variations of these. I think in the tail feathers. I'm really not sure. No, the 78 was the one with the tail feathers. I don't know what kind of variations they had in 79. This one's actually a San Francisco mint. If you look down there, you can see the S mint mark down there. Right above the D and the O in dollar. Let's see what we got next. That's really awesome. I'm kind of stoked that we got some Morgans in there. Smaller coin, there's a Merc, another 42. A little more worn than the other ones, but overall not in bad shape. See, another peace dollar? Dude, this is awesome. This one's a 22, not in bad shape at all. Can't tell if this was cleaned or not in the past. It might have been. 22 Philadelphia, probably like the most common year. But I can't complain about silver. I mean, $4 silver in this thing, and there might be more. I really can't tell. And we got a wheat, 1944. Nothing crazy there. I mean, you can find that in pocket change anywhere. One of the highest mint. Oh, here we go. A 64 Kennedy. This is a 90% silver, $half. Minted in Denver. That's where the mint mark is. That D right there. Got some gold toning going there. That's pretty cool. And if I compare it with the Cladwood, you can tell the color difference. This is obviously a silver color. This is more of a copper nickel color. Let's see what else we got. Another Kennedy. This is a 72. Not in bad shape. So we got a 71 and a 72. Minted in Philadelphia on that one. Got a Merc 44. Not in great shape, but it is silver nonetheless, so pretty awesome. Hey, we got a Sacagawea dollar. This is a 2001 Denver. This is, you can spend these. This is nothing crazy, but all right. Oh, no way. We got a Benji. This one's obviously been cleaned in the past. This is a 51. Not in the greatest shape because it's cleaned, but I mean, the toning's not bad. Overall, this isn't a bad coin. And makes it cool is it's 90% silver, so always awesome, always a plus. Oh, we got another Benji. This is a 62. This one's in better shape. This has got some interesting little gold toning on the front and the back. It's got some kind of a black toning. Yeah, this is actually in pretty good condition. All right, let's see what else we got there. And all right. Yeah, that 62 wasn't in bad shape. Here's another 64 Kennedy. This one's got some ugly toning on the front. This one's also a Denver minted coin. 90% silver. Got another Merc. This is probably like a 42. 45. Okay, not bad. 1945 Merc. Let's see what else. This is pretty fun, actually. I love this. And a 44 Merc. Yeah, there's a decent amount of Mercs in here. I see a Standing Liberty quarter in there as well. Pretty awesome. I'm kind of stoked that those Morgans were in there, though. Here's a 45 Merc. Kind of ugly on the front. Here's a 44. This one's been cleaned before, and it's got some ugly staining on the front. Here's another Benji. This one's minted in Denver. The mint mark's on top of the bell there, and this was a 63. Right before they switched to the 64 Kennedy. So that would be the last year of the Benji. Oh, we got an Indian head here. This is a 1907. A little dark, but it's got a decent amount of detail on it. Very hard to tell. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's kind of ugly, but actually really beautiful coins, even in kind of trash condition. Okay, obviously they can get way worse than that. That one's not even that bad. 43 Merc. I don't think we got a 43 yet, and that's a Denver minted one. You can see the mint mark right under the whatever the pillar is there. We got a stack of Mercs so far. I think we got like 10 Mercs, 8 Mercs. There we got another Merc. This one actually might be a little older. Oh, there's a barber. Okay, this is a 23, so a little bit older on that Merc. That's pretty awesome. We got a 1927 Buffalo, another one. This one's in way better shape than the last one. You can tell. You can see this one has a full date on it. And the Buffalo's horn is actually visible on this one. Really awesome. Love the old American coins. I got to take a look at this barber, see if it's anything good. 1898, so we broke into the 1800s. This one does not have a mint mark, but this really isn't in bad condition for a barber. It's got all the edges, so this is a solid good 4 coin. Love it. Anything good 4 and above is acceptable because it's got the full ridge. None of the stars are worn. The rim is actually pretty much complete on this one too. The wear is just all on the surface there, where the details are worn smooth. But 1898 Barber quarter, that is awesome. Got another bicentennial. Let's see, bicentennial $50. Another 40s Merc. This is a 41, so we got a 40, and then we have all the 40s ones. I got some bigger coins here. There's a couple Ikes. This is a bicentennial Ike. This is the design for 1976. Pretty cool. They did make some of them in 40% silver, but we'd be able to tell by the color. And we got a 72. Let's see what else we got here. What in the world is this? To thine own self be true. What is this, the Illuminati? Is this some kind of token? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I don't know anything about this. This is not a US coin. This is more of a token kind of deal here. Alright, what do we got next? So this is like a separate little bag, and then there's just stuff thrown around in there. So this, we got this bag, and whatever's left in this bag. Alright, cool. So this bag is done. See, we got a Kennedy. This is an 81 Philly, and not in bad shape. This is actually pretty nice. Looks like we got a Walking Liberty $50 as well. This one's a San Francisco mint 42S. These are some of the most beautiful coins I ever minted. This is the $50 before the Benjamin, and actually we're gonna take this out. This one isn't too special as far as Walking Liberties go, but all Walking Liberties are special in my book. These are amazing coins. 90% silver half. Pretty awesome. Let's finish up this bag. We got a few more coins left. A couple more Eisenhowers. I see a Barber. Oh wow, that's awesome. Let's take a look. Oh, there's another Barber. That one's in nice shape. Comparatively. Usually they're really worn. 38 Merc, so a little bit older on this one. Pretty awesome. Got a little pile of Mercs going over there. Let's take a look at this Barber. This one's got a little bit more detail on it than they usually do. You can see a little bit more detail on the hair braid. This one's probably a good 6 for the grade. 1914 Denver. Pretty common year, but not in bad shape at all. Let's take a look what else we got. Hey, we got another 64 Kennedy, 90%er. And this one's actually minted in Philadelphia. There's no mint mark down there. So this is a 64 plain. Got another Merc. This one's a 41. We got an Eisenhower dollar, 72. Here we go. I'm just going to kind of run through them. Let's get rid of the Eisenhowers. 74. We got a worn smooth Buffalo. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a year off of that one. This is a Denver mint, though. Not bad. Nice little coin there. Honestly, doesn't look bad when it's worn. Alright, it looks like we got a pretty beat down Kennedy here. This one's seen some stuff. What's up with this one? I really don't know, but this is a bicentennial. This one's definitely clad. Could have been a metal detecting find, but it doesn't even look like that. It's just been exposed to something for a long period of time. All right, let's see, we got that there. Got more Mercs. This is a 43. We got a 45. San Francisco, this one's got the regular S. They did make a micro S variant with a slightly smaller S. I do have one in pretty good shape. I love my variants. We got a 77 Kennedy. There's another Kennedy here. Is this one silver? This one looks silver. This was a 67, so this is actually not 90%. This is a 40% silver. So from 1966 or 1965 until 1970, they were 40%. 64 was 90%. All of their U.S. coins during that period, they used to be silver, just became straight clad. They were never 40% other than the Kennedys. We got a 74 here, not in bad shape. Here's our Standing Liberty quarter that I mentioned. This is a oh gosh, these dates wore off really fast. This is a 1929 Denver. So this would have been the quarter before the Washington quarter. Pretty awesome to see that there. I think we had another Barber. We got a Susan B. Anthony dollar. This one's a 79. There you go. I think they only made these a couple years. 79 Philadelphia. And there was a variation on them. There was one that was worth like $40, but I forgot which one that was. But just a common dollar coin, the first of the small dollar coins. I got another Buffalo. This one's a little darker. This is a 36. Extremely common, but still awesome to see. An old nickel. Jeez, how many Mercs do we get? Let's run through them all. Yeah, there's our 1940. We got all the 40s Mercs. This one is a 44. It's awesome. 43. Got a 36. So a little older on that one. A 37. There we go. None of these are in spectacular condition. They're obviously junk silver. This one's not too bad. 44. When I mean junk silver, I mean not really much numismatic value. I mean, there's a little bit of numismatic value, but nothing like crazy that collectors are gonna be all over. There's a 44. Let's get to the Barber last after these three Mercs. There we go. We got a 45, a 41. A lot of these are minted in Philadelphia. Hopefully this one's a little older. That's a 35. Not bad. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what year this Barber's from. And this is going to be our last coin. This is another 1914, but this one is minted in Philadelphia. So if we see these two variants here, these are minted in different places. This one's a little bit more worn than this one. But that one's minted in Philadelphia. That one's minted in Denver. This one's slightly nicer. They like to wear right there a lot. I don't know why. Anyway, listen to that silver drop. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this. I'll catch you all in the next one. Which was your favorite coin? 79 Morgan is for me. I just love these Morgan dollars. There's a lot of years, a lot of variations. Relatively cheap to obtain them, as they are usually just junk silver prices, and then you can just cherry pick the nice ones out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.